you could have put Declan Rice on the back of that shirt because he was already signed. You could have put Timber on the back of that shirt because he was already signed. You could have put Havertz on the back of that shirt because he'd already signed. Whose name are you going to put on the name of that back of that shirt right now? Nobody, because we haven't signed anybody yet. It's been a crazy transfer window. I say it every day. It's been affected, of course, by the two big competitions that we've had so far in the summer. But now, who are we going to bring in? Because it's starting to really get critical right now. As I said, by this time last year, Timber, Rice and Havertz had all already been signed. We're off to America. We play our first game a week today against Bournemouth, and we have not made no signings yet. So who is going to be coming in? Riccardo, Calafiori. That was the one that I thought would have happened already. Reading a lot of conflicting stories about it today. There's the stories that are out there that are saying that Arsenal and Bologna are still arguing about the price, that they're still a little bit away from each other's valuation. But I also read another story today, which I'm sort of looking at this and thinking, I wonder if this is actually the sticking point. And it's Gazzetta dello Sport over there in Italy. They claim that Bologna and FC Basel have got a little bit of a dispute going on at the moment regarding the sell-on clause. Now, if you remember, I've told you about this in the past, that they only just signed him from Basel last year, and Basel apparently have a 50% sell-on clause in the contract. So if Arsenal pay, you know, the 45, 47 million pounds for Riccardo Calafiori to Bologna, FC Basel get half. That is a huge sell-on clause, right? Now, apparently, what Gazzetta dello Sport are saying is that Bologna are not happy that they're going to have to pay half, and they're trying to renegotiate that, you know, fee. Basel are saying, well, what are you talking about? We made a deal. The deal is a deal. We want our half. And that is apparently what is slowing it down, according to them. And that seems to have some legs in it, because I'm sure Arsenal would want to get him in ASAP. So let's keep an eye on that situation. Let's see if they can maybe get him signed before they go over there to America. They leave on Sunday. It could be a thing that maybe is signed and then he travels over. But as it stands, Calafiori is going to be returning to Bologna to train with the Bologna team. And I'm sure that's not what Arsenal want. Of course, the other big signing that Arsenal really want is Nico Williams of Atletico Bilbao, one of the stars of the Euros. He scored a goal in the final against England. And according to the Spanish publication Gigantes, they claim that Barcelona are so worried about Arsenal getting something done and getting a deal done to sign Nico Williams that they have tried to already meet with the representatives of Nico Williams. They claim that Deco from Barcelona, the great player from the past, who now, you know, represents them in transfers, met with a representative of Nico Williams in Zaragoza yesterday in Spain to try and discuss the transfer from him to Barcelona. It's not decided yet exactly where he's going to go. Barcelona are the favourites. There were also rumours going around yesterday that Arsenal are making plans to meet as well with Nico Williams, that Arsenal are still hugely interested in signing him. Barcelona, the favourites at the moment, they're trying to move fast to get this done. As I said on yesterday's show, there's also the fact that Bilbao are talking about, you know, they want all the money for the release clause up front, which poses a real problem to Barcelona as well. This is going to be interesting to see where Nico Williams ends up. Arsenal are hot in for him, but will it be Barcelona who gets him, or will he decide to stay? This is so intriguing. If they don't get Nico Williams, according to Football Transfers, Arsenal have a plan B, and that plan B is Leroy Sané of Bayern Munich. Been linked before during this transfer window with a move to Arsenal, linked again. Arsenal still showing an interest in him. He could be a plan B, of course. Mikel Arteta knows him from his time at Manchester City, but will they move for him? I mean, I was reading some rumours the other day where Bayern Munich want to keep him, even though they've signed Michael Olise. They still want to keep Sané. They see him as an important player. He is also 28 now, so we've already seen that Arsenal might move for Mikel Merino. He's 28, but would they go for a 28-year-old, should I say, Leroy Sané? That is yet to be seen. What about Victor Gyokeres? linked heavily throughout the transfer window. But of course, the sticking point has been this huge release clause of £85 million, or even £86 million, some people are saying. Now, according to the publication over there in Portugal, Leone, they've spoken about this before. They've spoken about how Arsenal have been talking to Victor Gyokeres' representatives. They're claiming that Arsenal are now willing to meet that release clause of £86 million. Now, honestly, I'd be surprised by it. I'd be really surprised by it. As I said, outstanding season from him last year, the top scorer in European football in the leagues. Brilliant, but it's one season. Huge amount of money to pay for him, huge gamble. Arsenal still remember the Nicolas Pepe deal they done, and they're still burnt from that. Would they move for Gyokeres? This publication claiming that Arsenal are willing to meet that release clause. We will see. I'm not sure about this one whatsoever. And then this one's interesting with Victor Osimhen, heavily linked, of course, with Arsenal. And then it looked like Arsenal really cool their interest in him. PSG, the real favourites to sign him. L'Équipe, though, claiming that the player, Victor Osimhen, is willing to go on strike to try and force a move. He wants to get away from Napoli. Napoli, of course, have been demanding this crazy release clause of £110 million. That might have been all right last year. I don't think anybody's paying that under the current sort of economical circumstances. Although it is said that PSG are willing to pay £85 million for him, have been speaking to his representatives. Osimhen would be up for a move there, but could Arsenal, if they'd be willing to pay 85 for Victor Gyokeres, maybe move in for Osimhen? Yet to be seen, yet to be seen. But interesting that he might go on strike to force a move. That would really change everything. And Reiss Nelson, Team Talk are claiming, and we spoke about this one yesterday, but we discussed it again today. They're claiming that he's getting very, very close to a move to West Ham United. West Ham, very interested in signing him. Crystal Palace are lurking though. There's a lot of rumours that saying that they would like to hijack the deal. But Reiss Nelson seemed to be really moving in now on a move to West Ham, which I think that would be a great move for him. And Arsenal looking for around about £20 million for him. So those are the rumours for today. Don't forget, as I said right at the start of the show, don't forget to check out my video that I did where we look at the brand new Arsenal away kit, and it was crashed by the designer. It was absolutely brilliant. And also don't forget, I'll be back here tomorrow with Transfer Daily, and we've got a Talking Transfers coming out today at 5 p.m. live UK time with James and the guys discussing all the transfer rumours of this week. One other thing, next week we're going to be over in LA. Don't forget, we'll be covering all of the Arsenal games on the tour. 2 games in Los Angeles, 1 game in Philadelphia. And of course, don't worry, even though there's a 7-hour time difference and I'm going to have to be waking up at some ridiculous hours, I will still be here with Transfer Daily. Thanks for watching the show, and I'll see you.